Centering in your heart, moving from your head, thinking mind down to the body, physical sensation, emotion. I want to share about a bunch of stuff today. I'm offering a session on limiting beliefs. That's cool. Um, yeah, I was thinking about community living. Um, I was imagining rolling out of bed there, right? Because I went and saw a house in Milwaukee with somebody who's really cool and really gonna do this. I don't know if it's at that house or not, but like a really cool mansion. Oh man, with like this upper level where I could do breath waves and stuff. So I imagine like living there, waking up, rolling out of bed, and leading others in a breathing practice or attending their thing. Because I think the idea is to have like a house full of people who do various healing modalities, who practice all sorts of this cool stuff. So, yeah. Anyway, you know, I just did my practice of breath work, SOMA breath, and I was thinking about this holding breath, you know. Um, And I realized it's kind of intuitive. Like, I loved to hold my breath even as a kid in the pool, you know? It was like pleasurable as well as maybe aided in like fantasy life or like, well, like a kid is like lost in their own pretend play. Yeah, which is true, right? Like, when you hold breath, when you do this breath work practice, like, you know, I love that as an adult too. Like getting lost in like this inner world or visions or, like fantasy, like dream state, all this trippy stuff is cool to me. So yeah, it just was a new thought. Like I hadn't thought about it as intuitive. I remember my mom saying offhand, like, yeah, I've always loved holding my breath. So it was like intuitive for her too. So I wonder if it is for you. Like, do you have memories of holding breath? Gosh, I used to do this even on land as a kid and be like deep in like whatever, story. Yeah, so also on my mind this morning is phone addiction. Like, it's been so wonderful to connect with so many people this week, but it hit a point where I'm like, oh, I'm just chasing dopamine. I don't want to be doing that. Like, I want to be in my consciousness. It's different, you know. Um, so I left my phone in my room and went to the living room for my practice with nothing but blank paper to jot down downloads, like nothing to distract. um, yeah. So thank you, God, for that. Knowing to do that this morning, yeah. Well, I'll be going to a retreat and I want to invite all of you to join. It's not my retreat, although I do get to do a workshop at it, a breath rave. But man, there's so much cool stuff lined up. I don't know. I didn't even study the thing, but I feel like there's like amazing stuff, like really amazing. And it's camping, and I love camping, although I haven't gone camping in years. Like I need to go set up my tent or my son's tent and see if it has holes if it works, which hopefully it does because I'm broke. Um, yeah, so I invite all of you to. check this out. It's very, very affordable. It's sliding scale. So if you're anywhere, I don't know how far anyone's willing to travel. It depends how bad you want to go, how much it calls to you, right? I think it's the weekend of the 26th in July. It's in Sauk City, Wisconsin. So I just know it's going to be so powerful. Um, yeah. So just DM me if you want details. I'll forward the Facebook event that they've created for it. Um, yeah, and as far as being broke, I'm really excited to be beginning uh really like actually working on my abundance mindset and limiting beliefs. Today my session is on limiting beliefs. This is one of them. I know that I got some limiting beliefs in there about money. Yeah. So I'm excited to do this sort of scientific method. Um, like, hey, let me actually do this practice and keep like returning to that abundance mindset, um, and see what happens, you know? So, yeah, so I'll be doing that every Sunday and inviting others who are interested in like a kind of a serious, dedicated practice to that weekly to join me. I guess I was thinking about how I like peer to peer. So like I love how in AA it's like, you know, like we're equals, right? Um, and I like that. And so I like to be like that, like when I work with clients. But I also recognize that um, sorry, I got distracted. That I do need to own, like I do have some credentials. I am a SOMA breath instructor. In fact, I made it to almost the top level in the study. I am certified as a transformational coach. I just have yet to um, work with more people and get video testimonials and this kind of thing to get the very top level that they give. So anyway, that occurred to me today. Like, yes, embrace this. This is what I respond to. Like, when I'm learning stuff, I respond to teachers who are like very open about their own shit, you know? Like I don't respond usually if I sense like somebody's like they're so light and love and you know, um, I don't know. I just like that, if that makes any sense. But it occurred to me like, oh, I also need to like, you know, like I do have something to share. I have learned a lot, and I can share it and teach it, and I'm so excited too. Like, and I've done a little bit of it, right? And I want to do more. I'm so excited to get the next group or maybe an individual for the 21-day awakening. I love that. The Soma Breath 21-day awakening journey. I got certified to be able to teach that, and I've done it a few times, and I'm like hungry to get the next group going because, sometimes it's just an individual. Um, because I love teaching that. I love that stuff. I I benefited so much myself when I went through that. And yeah, just excited about that. I'm excited to, I guess I'm just putting it out to the universe, right? Like I'm really excited to get my next coaching client and go through that process with them. Starting with a really cool dosha test and kind of basically like helping somebody establish a daily practice, you know, yeah, like a daily protocol, depending on like, their needs or like what they're, working on physically, mentally. emotionally, spiritually, how much time they have in their day, like their interest level in this breathwork stuff. Yeah. Anyway, um, we all choose to do what's most important to us, which is cool. Because, like at the beach with the sifter, and you're sifting through, and then there's whatever's left, shells and rocks or whatever. It's like, I want everybody to be doing what's, you know, like we get to choose. Hey, like this is what I want to do in my day. This is what's most important to me. And everything you choose means you're not choosing these other things, which might be cool too. Like, what are the top things for you? Very cool. Very cool. For me, lately, it is my business. It is building an online audience. It is, but it has to not cross a line. It has to be coming from. I have to be practicing getting into my consciousness. That has to be tip top. But yeah, also the top is learning and practicing the abundance mindset. Um, yeah. Let's see. Yeah, and so I would literally just put out there um, like I'm looking for help with that, meaning building online audience, meaning putting likes, subscribing, following, putting comments, engaging, and and then how can I support you? Like, I like that. Like, it's kind of like a community living kind of thing. Like, here's what I bring, here's what I can do, you know, um, and then everybody contributes. So it's kind of like, hey, I'm putting out this request, like, can you help me? And then I also want to help you. Like, what can I do for you? How can I be of service to you, Um, and like, yeah, I'm so excited and wanting. I realized this morning I really want serious people. Like, I love doing sessions with anyone, dabblers, but I really get excited when I get people that are really, really interested, like I was and like I am, you know. Yeah, it's way more exciting. Um, well, up and coming, like some things I might do, I might create a sleep meditation. I struggle with sleep, and I just have an interest to create one. So I'll probably do it on um like different software. Like, it won't be me, it'll be my voice, which I'm going to work on my voice. I don't have a wonderful voice. However, I'm going to work with it, right? Like how can I play with my voice to be more soothing, more motherly, more maybe a little sensual, like, yeah, so that's going to be really fun. And yeah, and then it'll be put to a hypnofractal, so like people could, if their eyes are not closed, they could be looking at this cool hypnofractal video. And I also realized this morning that I'm really into sound and vibration, and like not words necessarily, not tunes necessarily. Like, I don't know if any of you guys are familiar with Istvan Sky or like Estas Tonne, if I'm pronouncing their names correctly. I want to go to events like that someday. Ooh, like really bad. And that resonates with me, and I want to I already do it. It happened naturally. So like if it's an in-person event that I'm doing or session, I can do that. I can share that. It feels like it's coming through me. I'm sharing my energy, I'm sharing my sound. Like, it's not words, right? But it's sort of like singing, chanting. I love that. I don't know what that is, but it's so freaking cool. So I'm just saying, like, uh that's something I'm into. And I really hope to be able to afford like a sound system where that comes through. Because I don't know why, like what I have, it doesn't. It just like cuts it off. And I do a lot of online sessions, so it's frustrating to me. Um, if any of you are still with me, I'm sure probably not. I'm just blabbing on this morning. I guess I'm just sharing what's on my mind and what I'm into because I guess I'm just putting out me because I want to see who I match with, like who likes me and who like wants to talk with me and then we may be fast friends. Like it doesn't have to be clients, we can be friends, you know. Um yeah. So yeah, I was in my practice loving child's pose as usual. A lot of times I like to hold my breath in child's pose, which isn't like what how SOMA Breath teaches it. They teach it like sitting up straight or lying down, but I really like to do it in child's pose. Child's pose is so like relaxing, and I'm excited at the retreat coming up to just be on the ground doing that, you know, like on the earth, soaking up all that earth energy. Because I'm in a second floor apartment and it's frustrating to me. I went to a Dharma Recovery meeting with some friends, and that was new to me. And I think I mostly enjoyed being at that. It was at my favorite studio, and I really like Pink House Studio in Milwaukee, so it happened to be located there, and I really enjoyed going with some friends. Um, I don't really remember much of the information. I enjoyed the meditation there. I think they were speaking of many things, but impermanence and like my person had been talking about impermanence too, like nothing lasts, you know, not the good, not the bad, like everything passes. Because I do tend to be, I don't know if you relate to this, but I do tend to be like when I feel great, I think I'm always going to feel great. And when I feel terrible, I think it's never going to end. And, you know, so it is a good reminder, like, just relax, like, just flow. Everything shifts and changes, you know? So, yeah, that was it. Sure, probably nobody got to the end of this, but that's okay. See you next time. Have a wonderful day.